Warning, this web TV show has been created by a radical warrior man for modern radical warrior men. If you are not a warrior male who is ready to be liberated, are easily offended, or generally just a pussy, save yourself now and stop this life-liberating video immediately. Although created for warrior men, warrior women are always welcome.
Hey everybody, this is Garrett the Master Coach Mentor and creator of the Warrior 90-Day Challenge. Welcome here to Warrior Weekly Wake Up TV, Episode 2. Alright, today we're going to talk about 3 distinct conversations. Conversation number 1 is how your pain is your power. Conversation number 2, painful promotion is your profitability. And conversation number 3, you're seeking for permission. Conversation number 1, your pain is your power. Now think about this. You and I, every single day, we're up to all kinds of different things. We're up to things that are good. We're up to things that are bad. We're up to things that hurt. We're up to things that don't hurt so bad. Yet if you think about it, most of us have been trained our entire lives to only speak about our pleasure. We stand up in the world and we say, listen, the pleasurable things are what I search for. The pleasurable things are what give me my learning. Warrior, I'm going to have you consider that the deepest, most profound learning of your entire life comes down to your deepest, darkest pain. See, warrior, that pain is the process to your power. Think about it in your life. All of the greatest breakthroughs you've ever had, all of the greatest possibilities you've ever seen, all of the deepest understanding you've ever gained, all of the biggest revelation in who you are, what you've been called to do, and what you've been called to see. Did it come from your pleasure or did it come from your pain? Mine and every warrior I know comes from the foundation of understanding that your pain is ultimately your power. See, your pain is what requires you to go deep, deep, deep into your life. Your pain is what requires you to look at things different ways. Your pain is what ultimately brings you to your knees. It is in this place, warrior, in this place of pain that you begin to see. It is in this place, warrior, in this place of pain that you begin to hear. It is in this place, warrior, in your pain you begin to feel. It is in this place, warrior, when you feel the pain and you stand up anyways, you obtain power. Power is what we need to do everything. Power is what we need to create the life we've been called to live. Power is what we use to promote. Power is what we use to make money. Power is what we search for when transforming our bodies. Warrior, transformation begins with power, and your power is on the other side of your pain. But not until you speak into your pain, look into your pain, feel into your pain, and accept the pain of your past and claim it in this present moment, your pain becomes worth less. The time for you to reclaim it is now. Your pain, brother, is your power. Your power comes through your pain when your pain is brought into your game today. Second conversation. Here's the deal. We outside of us every single day are looking for information. We're looking for things to help fulfill us and help us see, feel, and hear things differently. The problem is we think that when we preach about our pleasure, we preach about our possibilities, and we as marketers, when we promote only that which is beautiful, only that which is working in our lives, that somehow we're unique and different. The only way you're going to be unique and different today as a marketer is to do simply this, warrior. Speak from your pain. Share the truth. Quit fucking around and talking about all the things in life that are perfect. My marriage is perfect. My life is perfect. Everything about me is perfect. This is bullshit, and the world knows. See, you and I know every single day that there's a flip side, there's a dark side to this pleasure we see. You know that there is this pain behind the pleasure. And yet, what would happen if you began to speak to it all? What would happen if you began to be honest? What would happen if you began to say, listen, I've jacked up my life. Listen, this is what I've learned from my pain. Man, I've learned this from one lost marriage, a second relationship, which my wife was leaving me. My kids didn't even know who I was. My businesses were imploding. My spiritual life was gone, and I stood in that pain. And I said, what do I do from here? See, in that pain, it gets so heavy that we don't want to talk about it. And it is in talking about it that you become free. And I want you to consider today that the marketing message that we're looking for from you, the place that we will follow you to, we will go to war with you, we will stand with you. When you do what? When you speak to us about the whole truth, nothing but the truth and the entire picture. Don't just talk to us about your pleasure, talk to us about your pain. Share from your pain and your pleasure, and in the middle, what you have is promotion filled with power. This kind of power is what brings followers. This kind of power is what brings subscribers. This kind of power is what has you riveted watching this video instead of 2 dumbass cats humping each other on YouTube. You and I, warrior, we got a choice. Our choice is clear. Our choice is, as a marketer, to stand up and to speak the whole truth, to share the pain that's most relevant to us, to share it in a way that's relevant to your marketplace. Why do I speak to you about my traumas in my past? Because I know you got traumas in your past too. And that past itself must be closed. And when you close it, you have power. And with power, you have ability to promote in a way that people can't touch you. Your story, warrior, is powerful. Your story, warrior, is what the world wants to hear. Your story, warrior, is what marketing is all about. Start telling your story. Stop making up lies. Stop thinking that the world's got something else that you don't have. Your pain is no better and no worse than mine. Your pleasure is no better or worse than mine. My ability to preach from my pain and my pleasure is distinct and different than yours because you don't choose it. Now let's slow down. Conversation number 3. Conversation number 3 is about permission, you see. To you and I, we've been looking around. We've been looking outside of us. We've been going to workshops. We've been going to boot camps, reading books, watching videos, listening to podcasts. Hell, we've been trying everything we can to try to search for the answer. This answer that somehow we think if somebody gives us a certificate, if people like us on Facebook, if people like our videos, if people give us comments, if people throw things at us like money, and somehow in that place, we obtain the one thing that we're searching for, which is permission. This permission doesn't come from anybody else. This permission isn't going to be given to you by some school teacher, some college that says you're now qualified, some individual outside of you like your mother, your father, your baby, your brother. It doesn't matter who you're looking for. The one person who has to wake up to get the permission in your life is you. See, we look for these things outside of us because somehow in getting them, they make us feel whole. They say, listen, go, you can do this. And yet I'm going to have you consider that the only thing you're waiting for is for you to wake up, to look in the mirror and to say, yes, I'm qualified. Yes, I'm worthy. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I will stand up and I will lead today. I will lead from my pain. I will lead from my pleasure and I will lead my people. Why? Because you've been called, warrior. Why? Because it's time, warrior. Why? Because now is a revolution, warrior. Today is the day. Now is the time. You are the revolution. But see, nobody can tell you this. It's like a beautiful woman. You can say you look great, you look amazing, you look powerful, you look wonderful. And what might she say? I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't. See, we've been trained to reject the praise. We've been trained to accept the persecution. Warrior, I'm here to tell you right now, that training is bullshit. You don't need either one of it. What you get to have is awakening. What you get to have is permission. What you get to feel is your time. What you get to feel is that now is the time to give yourself permission to breathe, permission to go, permission to stand and to live and to grow regardless of what you think you know or what you don't know. Now is your time. Today is the day. You are the revolution warrior. Wow, that's some heavy shit. Let's lighten it up a little bit and bounce around a little bit. Okay. Here's the deal, warrior. It doesn't have to be that heavy, but if you're interested in taking this warrior journey on deeper and more profound in a fast way, I got a free video training for you at wakeupwarrior.com. So check it out today. For all the rest of you that got value from today's video, share it up. Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. I don't care if you put it into an envelope, lick it, stamp it, and send it away. Either way, share it up with our fellow warriors around the world who are ready to awaken, who are ready to have now be their time. Until next week, remember that power as a modern warrior comes down to one simple formula. Every single time, without fail, without question. Be real, get raw, stay relevant today.
All right, so you got some value from today's webisode. Check us out for more free training at wakeupwarrior.com.